Get ready for a thought-provoking journey as we dive into Thinking Fast and Slow. In this review, we'll uncover what makes this book a must-read, share some surprising insights, and evaluate its impact on understanding human behavior. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Welcome to Buy the Book. I've read thousands of books, so you don't have to waste time on ones that just sound good, but deliver nothing. This channel is fresh with few subscribers, so help us grow. Every like and subscribe helps. Don't let a flashy book title trick you again. Hit that button and start reading smarter. Imagine your mind working in two distinct modes, one that acts quickly and intuitively, and another that takes its time, analyzing every detail. This book explores how these two systems shape the way we think, make decisions, and sometimes fail spectacularly. Filled with fascinating studies and relatable examples, it reveals why we jump to conclusions, how simple cues can influence our behavior, and why our memories of experiences often mislead us. It challenges the idea that humans are always rational, and highlights how biases, mental shortcuts, and overconfidence can lead us astray. Whether it's understanding the myth of multitasking, the impact of framing, or why people make irrational choices, this book shines a light on the hidden workings of our minds. By the end, you'll see everyday thinking and yourself in a completely new way. The cover of Thinking Fast and Slow is simple, perhaps too simple. The pencil motif and minimalist design make it feel academic rather than engaging. While the clean layout and mention of Kahneman's Nobel Prize lend credibility, the lack of bold visuals means it doesn't grab attention like a modern, eye-catching cover might. It's not the kind of book cover that makes people stop and ask about it, nor does it draw you back to it just by sitting on your shelf. For this reason, I'm giving the cover a fair score of 6. It gets the job done, but just barely. Daniel Kahneman, the author of Thinking Fast and Slow, is a Nobel Prize-winning psychologist recognized for his groundbreaking work in behavioral economics and cognitive psychology. His research on judgment, decision-making, and biases has reshaped our understanding of human behavior, blending psychology with economics in unprecedented ways. This book reflects decades of his expertise, presenting complex ideas in an accessible manner. While not all conclusions are universally accepted, his influence on modern thought is undeniable. With a high author score of 10, Kahneman's career and contributions make him a trusted voice in understanding how we think and why we often think poorly. At 499 pages, Thinking Fast and Slow is undeniably a dense read, and while the content is rich and insightful, the length may feel overwhelming for some readers. With a length score of 7, the book strikes a balance between depth and detail, though it could have benefited from a more concise approach in certain sections. For example, some concepts like the difference between System 1 and System 2 thinking are explored so thoroughly that they might feel repetitive by the halfway point. While the length allows Kahneman to cover an impressive range of studies and ideas, trimming about 100 pages could have made the reading experience less daunting without sacrificing impact. While Thinking Fast and Slow is packed with fascinating insights, its addictiveness score sits at a moderate 7. The book keeps readers engaged with thought-provoking studies and relatable examples, but its dense structure and academic tone can make it challenging to binge read. For example, while exploring the two modes of thinking, System 1 and System 2, is captivating, the heavy detail might leave some readers needing to take breaks to fully absorb the material. This isn't a book you'll speed through in one sitting, but its compelling ideas will stick with you long after you've put it down. The book earns a creativity score of 9, which truly stands out in its approach to dissecting human thought processes. Kahneman's ability to interweave academic studies with everyday scenarios demonstrates a level of ingenuity that makes complex concepts accessible and engaging. For example, the invisible gorilla experiment or the priming studies transform abstract psychology into relatable, eye-opening moments. This creativity is critical in keeping readers invested despite the book's dense content. However, while its originality is undeniable, some sections may feel overly academic for casual readers. Still, The creativity score solidifies the book as a thought-provoking read. Blink and you might miss it. The all-new Kindle. Lighter than a paperback, brighter than ever. Thousands of books, one incredibly light device. Your library, lighter than ever. Click on the link in the description below and get one. After a lot of thought and careful evaluation, the final score for Thinking, Fast and Slow is 7.8, and it's based on a simple method, averaging the key factors. Each score reflects essential aspects of the book, from its cover to its creativity. While the book's content is undeniably rich and insightful, its dense structure and sometimes overwhelming length affect its overall appeal. The author's expertise and creativity are clear highlights, but the addictiveness and cover could have been stronger. Personally, I found the book enlightening, though it demands patience. It's not a light read, but the rewards are worth the effort if you're ready to engage deeply with its ideas. Comparing to its Goodreads score of 8.1 out of 10, our final score aligns closely, reflecting the balance between its strengths and areas for improvement. What's your take? Drop your score in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're ready to dive into the fascinating workings of your mind, you can grab Thinking, Fast and Slow through the link in the description. Whether you agree with our score or not, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't miss out. See you next time.